Welcome to 5D Channels and Chats Special Edition podcast. I am Rachel Chamness, a shamanic channel and mentor at Soundwaves Heal. Today's episode is part of a special series to give you a real peek inside TAG, my monthly membership. This is a community of lightworkers looking to deepen their connection to higher dimensional light beings and their extraordinary healing and light grids. Lightworkers, what you're about to experience is just a fraction of what we do in TAG every program, not to mention the extensive library of healings, meditations, and transmissions from higher dimensional light beings that is constantly growing. If this sounds like what you've been looking for to advance your light work, we would love to have you. Go to soundwaveshill.com/tag and sign up. We can't wait to welcome you. Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Rachel Chamness. I'm here with Michele London today. In the last episode, I brought forth the Palladian Armand for the solar light attunement with Trance Channel, but this time you're in for a real treat because Michele London is a Reiki Master Teacher and Master Channel at wheatandchaff.com. She's a Soundwaves Heal practitioner, and she will be bringing forth Chow the Mantis. He is an insectoid being who is her partner guide. He'll be bringing forth the Heart and Mind Integration Activation. So welcome, Michele. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you. I am so excited to be here.
This is really fun. I'm so glad you're here. So first, before Michele starts telling us about Chow, she does want to give a healing, a little bit of a clearing and opening for the upcoming integration. So are you going to be channeling Chow for this, or how will you do
No,
it?
I'm not going to. It's just gonna be from me
Okay.
initially, and I'm just going to clear the space just so we can open up to receive this information, this activation from Chow.
Okay.
Oya shaya konanaya toya shaya taya shokaradidia sukananaya toya shaya toya kananaya chi sukotitiya na. Ichia kananaya toya shaya kanana huchia satatatiya. Unaya taya konanaya taya shaya tototachia saya konanaya taya. Undia stoya konanaya taya ushia kananaya toya. Okay.
Oh, I loved that. Felt like just waves of cool, fresh wind energy or something coming all over me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, let's just talk about Chow at first. Of course, if
Okay.
people aren't used to hearing from an insectoid, they might feel a little like nervous, like, oh, is this from the light? All of that. So
Right.
let's talk about how you met Chow and who he is, and let's talk about partner guides because I don't think I've talked
Yeah.
about partner guides too much yet.
Okay. So I met Chow through my class with you that we were taking. I was taking with you, and we had an inkling, or you did, I would say, in the beginning, that he was my partner guide when I was first channeling him, and I just even prior to taking your course, I had an affinity to mantis beings. Go figure. And it was through your course that I realized that when you have things that pop in your head, don't dismiss them. So I really feel like that he was there all the time, just like waiting for an introduction. And he came out for sure, when I was taking your course, and we did determine that he was my partner guide. And so that's really how I met him. It was during a meditation in one of the practice sessions that we were doing, and he was there. And I was tickled pink because I've always wanted to connect with a mantis.
Don't you think that it's like the chicken and the egg? He's probably, always been there just giving you the, hey, don't you want to meet me for all these
Right,
years? And then,
exactly. Exactly.
well, what's
But
it like to channel him? What does it feel like when you're trance channeling him and he's coming through? Do you feel like you're integrated with him or do you feel like you're kind of on the side watching?
well, it's a conscious channel, so I am aware of everything that is coming through, everything that he is saying. But there are times where I do feel a whoosh of energy, and it can sort of like take my focus off to what he's saying because I'm so enveloped in the energy. So it takes my attention a little bit, and that happens periodically. It comes in waves.
Yeah.
It doesn't it's not all steady. And so, yeah, but for the most part, I am fully conscious of what's going on.
Do you remember it afterwards?
Um, it that's a good question because I feel like no, it's hard for me to recall everything in detail. I have an idea of the gist of what he was conveying and saying, but if you were to ask me like a half hour later, I wouldn't be able to give you. It fades. It fades
That's
quickly. It's
exactly
interesting.
how it is for me. That's exactly
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm conscious and I'm like so interested. I'm listening. Sometimes they're
Yeah.
showing me things in my head or whatever. And then I'll remember for about 5, 10 minutes and then it's like,
Yeah. It's really weird how that happens like that, but that's true. It
I
does.
think
It
it's
fades.
because it doesn't come from us. So, like, if you were the starter of the idea of the
Mhm.
words, then you would remember them, but you're only
Mhm.
bringing them through, so it's hard to remember.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
something like that.
Can you tell us
Mhm.
what he looks like?
Well, I do see him as a tanned being. He's not a green grasshopper like you would think, but very tall and probably, I would say he's probably at least 10 to 11 feet tall. And he's not intimidating at all. He's lovely. He's
He is
just,
lovely. I
yeah,
love hearing messages from Chow. I mean, that's a really big draw too in Tag, my monthly membership. When you come on and give messages from him, everybody loves it. He's so wonderful.
yeah, he is. He's just, I don't know, he's just so loving. And yeah, he's just very loving. And I feel it. Sometimes the messages that he gives to people are so intimate that I get choked up just like, hearing it, so it's can be very intense,
That's
you know.
beautiful. I love
Yeah.
it. Okay, well, are you ready to bring them forth for us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
We are delighted to be here. Yes, indeed. We are thrilled at the opportunity to be connecting with all of you at this time and to be sharing with you ideas that you are ready. Yes, you are all ready to embrace and to also challenge you with ideas that you may not be prepared to explore, we should say. We are here today to first and foremost give you a history of our connection to Michelle, this channel. We have been with her for eons, we would say, eons. We have spent multiple past lives together with her, but it was one particular lifetime with her that forged our relationship to one that is cemented. We have been connected and bonded ever since this one lifetime. In this lifetime, many eons ago, we were colleagues, but I was her superior. In that lifetime, we existed living in a spaceship, mothership, we would say, mothership, that was a collection of many different star races, star beings, for the reason to explore planets, to develop planets that were in the line for picking, for development, for terraforming, to develop life. This channel was my underling. She was a male in that lifetime, and she looked upon me as a father figure, for her family had perished in an accident early on in her life, his life, we would say. And that was the bond. He, she, in that life, looked upon us as a mentor, but later on as a father figure. And we have subsequently assisted each other, swapping roles in our development. We are a collective of the light, but in that lifetime, we were physical, a lower density being For it was many eons ago we were physical, but we are now part of a collection of light beings. Our density has evolved as this being's density has evolved as well. She is a multidimensional being choosing to experience life in this third density reality, but she is awakening to the ideas and the understanding of her origins, her history with us, and her history within the cosmos. So, yes, we are here at this time to assist her in her phase of expansion and growth. Her phase, for she did ask for this connection. This was agreed upon between the two of us before she incarnated in this life. And so we have been waiting in the wings, so to speak, waiting in the wings for her invitation to join in this co creation of this type. We are here to bring forth for her and for all that she connects with ideas that you are all ready to hear, shifts in your density and expansion, your growth that you are all ready to take on. This is our function. This is our reason for connecting at this time to reach others who are also asking for this connection, who are also asking for a deeper connection with their guides. We are showing you the way how to do this. We are explaining to you how we made our connection, but you have the capability yourselves to make connections, deeper connections with your partner guides, with your spirit guides. And today, the topic at hand is to help you understand this connection between your mind and your heart. This is a very important subject that we are here to delve into. So, we will move on for this subject and to let you know that in order to integrate the mind and your heart center, it is important for you to explore your belief systems, for it all stems from your belief systems. You must understand that your belief systems are faulty. Your belief systems are being filtered through your ego. And it is important for you to, at this time, explore your current belief systems and to challenge your current belief systems. And when you do this, you will understand that your belief systems are being tainted. Let us delve a little deeper into the differences between belief and knowing. It is your knowing that is your connection to your heart. It is your knowing that is connection to your higher self and to all of your spirit teams in waiting in the wings as we are such. It is your knowingness that is your connection, your integration point between the mind and the heart. Your belief systems are the filtered portion. Your belief systems typically derive from ego. We would say, let us give you an example of this. You might have been raised in an environment, in a religious background, where we would say that you were indoctrinated in a certain belief system, a religious dogma that was put upon you at a very early age. Later on in your life, you may have been exposed to ideas, whether it came from an individual or whether it was something that you read in a book, but an idea was put forth upon you that a light bulb went off. And this light bulb challenged your current belief system based on your indoctrination in religious values. But this idea all of a sudden clicked on a light within you. You did not need to analyze it. You did not need to research this new idea, for it just made sense to you. It was so profound that it was a deep knowing within you that this was truth. This was a truth that was being offered to you. You did not question this truth. And this is because this truth came from a knowingness of your higher self, of a deeper connection to your heart, a deeper connection to the cosmos, to divinity itself, of this truth. This truth, this knowingness, changed your belief systems. And this is the difference between what you have carried with you from other lifetimes, other incarnations, other experiences, past, present, and future. Your beliefs are all a culmination of all of these experiences that you've had simultaneously in other existences, in other realms, in other incarnations, other aspects of yourself. This is the difference. When you can see the difference between a belief and a knowing, a deeper knowingness, this is when the integration happens. This is when the integration of the heart and the mind happens. This is when you know that you are on the right path. This is not for the faint at heart, because in order to do this work, you must be committed to challenging yourself. You must be committed to challenging yourself to disrupt the apple cart, turn over the apple cart, and understand that it is very difficult to challenge long held beliefs that you have had, that you have been very proud of, that you share your beliefs with other people. Now you are being asked to look deeper into them, to see where they stem from, where their origin point was. Are they still valid in your life? Or is there room for discovery, room for improvement, room for altering, for changing? This is the work that you are all being called to do so at this time, because you are in a period in your life where chaos is all around you. And this is because on a collective level, you are all being challenged. You are all being challenged to look at your belief systems, to question them. Where are they coming from on a collective level, but also personally within your life? This is all happening simultaneously. It all stems from your personal life, but on a collective level, you can see that this is unfolding in your main street media, within your politics, within your everyday surroundings. It is hard to escape. You can see where people, organizations, agencies in your life, governments are being challenged because they are being questioned from you. They are being questioned from the very citizens of this world that you live in. And this is challenging their ability to maintain their narrative. You are all being called on a collective level and personally. You're being called to question. It is in the questioning that will provoke the change that is necessary for you all to embrace. You have come into this life to experience change, small change, big change, but the change must come from a place of knowingness, not from faulty belief systems. And you are ready for this task. You are ready, for you are here listening to these words. So open up your heart, open up your mind to explore, to delve in deeper into the caverns of your mind, into your long held beliefs, so that you may change in a more profound way to the light, to ascension, to growth and expansion.
That was amazing.
Okay. All I gotta say is I'm like sweating. I'm like, my hands are like so wet. I'm like, whew. That
Don't
was
worry, this part
intense.
won't be in. That was good.
That that was intense because um like I was saying before with the wave,
Yeah.
where there were times during that I actually felt like whoosh, like a
You can feel
big,
the
like,
wave coming in and out.
yeah, in and out. It
Yeah,
was
for the
really intense.
audience, that is kind of what the trance feels like. And you can see that with trance channels that it gets stronger, like the voice gets stronger, and then it sounds
Really.
like the person again, and they get stronger. It is a wave that we are
Yeah.
riding as trans channels. Yeah.
Mm.
So, any thoughts about what you
Well,
know that
I
was
mean,
about, or
I just feel like it definitely rang true. I mean,
yes,
I think what he was trying to say is that, I mean, we can't escape it. It's all around us. The challenges that we're being faced with,
yeah,
and it's really, it made sense to me
it made a
that.
lot of sense to me, and I loved what he was saying. Almost felt like he was like about to tell us like, let's have a revolution, but I know that's not exactly what he was saying.
No, yeah, I felt like he was calling us to put up our bootstraps and get ready because we are being called upon to to act,
Yeah.
you know, and to not just be passive.
So when he's talking about acting, he's talking about within or without?
He's talking about within. I think what he's trying to say is that it all starts on an individual level. And that's really all we have to focus on. We don't have to focus on our world politics. We don't have to focus on what's happening in our governments and elections and everything like that. We don't have to be consumed with all of that. I think we just really have to focus with ourselves. And that's where the change happens organically.
Yeah,
And then it
I
grows and
believe that.
expands.
So we have a few questions from the collective from my 5D Daily Facebook group for Chow.
I would like to know the etymology of the word cabal. I always hear it referencing the bad guys or the low vibe beings. I was also curious because cabal sounds a lot like Kabbalah, which is a really beautiful spiritual practice, and I'm just wondering if it has anything to do with Kabbalah.
Oh, we would say no, it does not have anything to do remotely with Kabbalah, which, yes, is a very beautiful practice of the light, of connection to source, to all that is. But we would say that the word Kabbalah has its roots in Judaism, in the Hebrew text. Kabbal is a hijacked form of the opposite. It is the dark aspect of Kabbalah. So it was originated in that form. Well, you can see the word Kabbalah is of the light. Kabbal is the polar opposite. So it was, yes, still derived from that lineage, that language, Hebrew text, but it is the complete opposite meaning of Kabbalah. That is the origin. And we would also say that it is an energy. Yes, there are beings that are on your planet in their 3D existence, physical form, earthlings, humans, who are part of this energy. Some are knowingly a part of this energy, very consciously, and some are unconscious as to their association with this energy. And this is all appropriate. This is all supposed to be happening on your world at this time. In order to dredge up the expansion, we must dredge up the darkness. And this is why this word is being tossed around, because it is having to educate the masses of this very real energy that is permeating your world at this time. This is going to be lifted from your planet, but it has to run its course, and it will get worse before it gets better. But we would say you will see the beginnings of the light at the end of the tunnel for many of you in this lifetime. For many of you, you will see the ending of the stranglehold that this energy has had on your planet, and you will begin to be lifted from this energy and to see your true essence, your true connection with your teams in spirit, but also with your own divinity.
Are there many insectoid mantis beings that work with other channelers, or is it rare?
We love this question, for this question does address another topic that we are very happy to discuss with you. There is currently on your planet a discovery. You are all in a discovery process. So, to answer your question, it is seemingly rare. People are more accustomed to channels who are channeling Octorians or channeling Palladians, but this whole idea of channeling insectoids, in particular mantis beings, is somewhat rare. But this is not going to be the case and much longer. There are others on your planet who are engaging in insectoid communication, insectoid channeling on many different levels. Some are doing it very consciously, as this channel is, but some are doing it unconsciously, whereas they are hearing messages they are not sure of their origination. This is all changing. And the reason for this is because we would say that your planet is going to be encountering insectoids of a larger nature in the not too distant future. And we are here to dispel any myths that you may or may not have about insectoids. We wished for you to understand that there is a prejudice of who insectoids are and our role at this time and the roles of the insectoids who are currently engaging with other humans on your planet is to dispel this myth that insectoids are something to be feared. For as we said, insectoids come in all different shapes and sizes, all different densities. There are dark, yes, life form insectoids for sure, but there are also insectoids of a higher vibrational nature. You're exposing your exposure to insectoids where they are coming from. Use your discernment whether or not you are to trust the message and the messenger. We are here at this time to close this session with an integration between your heart and your mind. This integration will allow you the space to explore your belief systems, to challenge your belief systems, and to integrate them with your knowingness that you hold within your heart space. Shaya toya shakatetetia sananayata. Unaya shoya kananaya toya shoya taichia kananaya toya shitia toya ta. Un día estoy acá en Ananaya Chaya Sotapetia. Un día yo estoy acá en Ananaya Toya Shiti Sayaka. Un día estoy acá en Ananaya Toya Exia Toya Katatochia Sotaya. Un día estoy acá en Ananaya Toya Shiti Soyada. Inaya Toya Shaya Toya Kananaya Toya Shataya. India estoy acá en Ananaya Toya Shaya Tustikananayata. Un día kananayoto yashayara da dedi yashayata da. Un día staya kananayato. Shayato yakanaya shayato yashikinanayato yashata iyananaya. Okay.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was
Thank
so
you.
beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on and bringing the lovely Chow. This was such a treat for us.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a pleasure, and thank you so much for asking me to come on. And you're wonderful, and
Oh, so are
I wish you all
you.
the best.
Thank you, Michele. So, everyone, you can find Michele and even have a session with Chow if you want some personal questions or healing from Chow or from Michele. She's at wheatandchaff.com, and you'll also find her around on my site as well, of course. Our next episode will be with the goddess Danu with the Fey Heritage Alignment. And we're so happy that you came to join us. Thank you so much. And thank you, Michele.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Lightworkers, what an honor it has been to share this space with you again. I hope you have received guidance and clarity from our time here together. Remember that this is just the tiny tip of the iceberg of what's available to you in the Tag Lightworkers membership. Come join us at soundwaveshill.com. I can't wait to meet you inside. Until then, this has been Rachel Chamness on 5D Channels and Chats Special Edition Podcast. See you next time.